Hi, I want to bust some myths about being a sensitive person or a highly sensitive person. I'm a highly sensitive person, and many of my clients are highly sensitive people as well. So, first thing, being a sensitive person, is it a weakness? No, I don't think it is. I think it's a strength. Sensitive people tend to be quite intuitive, quite empathic, and tend to have a good understanding of people and a really good inner guidance system because they can pick up on things, or they'll be feeling or vibing out a situation that they're in rather than just talking to somebody. So once we learn to use our intuition, to trust it, and harness it, it's actually a massive gift for helping us with all sorts of things in our lives. Second thing, does it mean that someone's an introvert if they're a sensitive person? Yes and no. I think everybody is really different in their likes and dislikes. A lot of sensitive people aren't introverts at all. They can be quite gregarious and outspoken and creative. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're an introvert, but it can mean that you get overstimulated by being in too many social situations or busy environments and need to kind of recharge your batteries. So yeah, I don't think that's true. Not all sensitive people are introverts. And that leads me on to my clients. So all the people I've worked with, they're all complete individuals, professional people doing different work. Quite often they can be creatives or people that do work caring for others or energy workers, but not always at all. So there are sensitive people and highly sensitive people in all areas of life, and not just women. There's men that I see in my clinic as well, which is lovely. So, how did I discover I was a highly sensitive person? Well, I didn't know this term existed. I just knew that with working with my clients, I recognised that a lot of my clients were really sensitive people like me, which is great because when you're using energy work and showing people different techniques of how to take care of themselves and their bodies, sensitive people really run with those things. They just get it and they can make quite effective changes. Which is why I love working with them as well. So I first came across this book probably about 5 years ago. So this is The Highly Sensitive Person. That might be back to front on this video, by Elaine Aron. And she's really studied this subject, being a highly sensitive person herself. And this is a really useful book, How to Thrive When the World Overwhelms You. I'm reading this book, I was just like ticking so many boxes. There's a test that you can do, I believe, on her website of about 20 questions, and I think I've already ticked about 17 of them and was like, yeah, that's me. So this was really useful, and I was like, okay, this is a thing. There highly sensitive people exist, and they are 20% of the population, so it's not really a small minority. A lot of people are highly sensitive. So yeah, recommend this book. I found it really interesting. But Elaine talks about traits and the traits of highly sensitive people. I don't actually like the word traits myself. But yeah, there are a lot of ways of being that are would describe a highly sensitive person. So she talks about the nervous system being wired a little different for people that are highly sensitive. So we can be sensitive to atmospheres, so light, noise, smells, temperatures having to be the right temperature, feeling uncomfortable, not being able to wear like a woolly cardigan or something would just really feel really present, sort of tickling your skin, something like that. And they tend to be quite analytical and thoughtful people, and their inner world is quite rich. So there's a lot of kind of analysing things, and even sort of after an event they might think about what happened in that event and what was going on for people and what was going on for themselves. And there's a lot of kind of inner learning, and yeah, sometimes it can be, it can veer towards ruminating about things. And they tend to be quite emotionally aware and feel things quite deeply, be quite imaginative as well. And this can lead to us being kind of a bit overwhelmed or overstimulated by life, which can sometimes lead to things like anxiety or fatigue. And sensitive people, I think, really benefit when if there's something, like we all struggle when we're going through a big life change, if we're going through a breakup of a relationship, or we've had an illness that stopped us from working, or something has changed, we've lost a loved one or something. That's a really difficult time for all of us. But I think especially sensitive people, because the emotions can get so out of balance, they can get so overwhelmed. Yeah, it's good to seek support really from somebody. So if you're a highly sensitive person or a sensitive person, I'd love to see you and support you if you're going through changes. My name is Tabitha Gale. I'm a kinesiologist, integrated healer and Reiki master, and I live and work in Bristol. And I see people at my clinic in Orchard Street, which is in central Bristol, just at the bottom of Park Street. And I also see people online as well, for sessions. So if you can't get to Bristol or you can't get out, I'd be happy to see you online. You're welcome to have a look at my website, where I've got some blog posts about highly sensitive people and other things like managing anxiety and stress and generally helping with your well-being. My website is bristolkinesiology.co.uk. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it's shone a bit of a light on being highly sensitive and what it is and what it isn't. And I'll see you soon.